I'm Jolie Goodnight with Tiki Oasis TV. I'm here with the Woggles. Yay! Happy Tiki Oasis to everyone. I'm so excited to share with you this amazing band. These guys are awesome. And y'all mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Go right ahead.
All right, cool. So, Otto, who's our darling man who runs this fabulous event, has asked me to ask you, yeah, God bless Otto. Tiki gods bless Otto. Yeah. So Otto's asked me to ask you, what is your message for Tiki Oasis?
We're going to have a monstrously good time in honor of Monster Island.
Yeah.
Good one. Anyone else have a message
say
for?
Something fake in Hawaiian, like umin malaka hohwalaka hawau. That means have a great time also in Hawaii. Yeah, I just made that up.
No,
All
really?
right. Well, okay, so the next question. Good answers, fellas. Excellent.
Okay.
Monstrously good time and a whole lot of nonsense. Sounds like Tiki Oasis to me. All right, so now I'll ask something maybe that pertains to y'all a little bit more.
Okay.
I know that you have performed with your greats yourselves, and you've performed with really amazing people for a good long while. And being a musician myself, I know that one of the greatest things about it is all that stuff that happens like on tour and around shows and all these great people that you're hanging out with. No, I'll answer that later, but some country guys. But okay, you got it. But I just wanted to ask if you have any stories you want to share with us about like something cool that's happened from the road or one of your favorite times, or you got a story for me?
I don't know. Let's think for a minute.
Oh, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of stories.
There are hundreds of stories, but I don't know if we can access. The hard drive is full.
Hard drives full around. That's okay.
I mean, we were being drunk in Japan, eating fish eyeballs, and thinking it was the most natural, normal thing to do in the world. And at the time it really was. It was a very normal thing.
In fact, I'll point out that Buzz Hagstrom there was at one end of this very large table, and I saw him down at that end, and our host had offered up this fish there, and they were pointing to the eyeball, and they pointed to him, and he shook his head, and he looked down the length of the table at me and pointed at me and said, as just a gesture, that was for me. And I thought, that's very suspicious what's about to unfold here. And they came up to me and they said, this is a great honor, fish eyeball. And I said, oh, that is a great honor. And they said, fish only have two eyeballs. And they put it up there. And so, and I looked down the length of the table, and Patrick had this big smile on his face. And so I ate that fish eyeball. And they said, do you want number two? And I said, no, please give that to Patrick. Make him have that honor.
It was a game of brinksmanship. It was like fish eyeball tennis. I think it was a draw.
It was because, they only have two.
All right, I like that story. Good one. So fish eyeballs, that's pretty tiki, actually, in fact. All right, and then another question I want to ask, what do you have going on next? Are you going on tour soon? Do you have an album that's coming up?
Well, we will go on tour in December. We'll tour. We play a festival there in Spain called the Purple Weekend. We'll do that, and right now we're working on a new album. We have a couple of one-off things in the fall, but we're working on a new album that we'll record in January of next year, and then we'll do a lot more touring and playing next year.
Cool, sounds great. And then I want to ask each one of you, what have you enjoyed the most this weekend at Tiki Oasis? Anyone?
Okay, so I have never been to Tiki Oasis before. This is my first time at Tiki Oasis, right? And I'd heard about all the parties and stuff, so I was ready to experience that myself. Now, I may seem like me, and of course I'm me 100% of the time, but sometimes there's an alter ego that comes along, right? And you know who they call that guy? GT Jones. But GT Jones was not around because it was Rum City here. It was Tiki Jones.
Yeah, I saw Tiki
Tiki
Jones.
Jones like?
You will stick around and you'll find out in about 2 hours.
All right,
Tiki
cool.
Jones was having a very good time last night. We saw the Schizophonics and this. They did their soul review, and there was. I don't think I've ever sweat that much in my life. I was wringing my shirt out afterwards. That was pretty great.
Cool.
So that was my favorite thing then.
Awesome. And then one last question. I'd love if everybody could tell me if you have one, or just say your favorite drink. But what's your favorite tiki drink?
Well, anything that's got rum in it, because that's what I was hitting last night.
All right. Anything that's got rum in it?
I had a really great tiki drink, and I know it had ginger and some weird stuff in it, and you can only have like 2 of them before you start crawling on your knees. But whatever it was, it's over in that room over there. It was really great. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
It's some. What can you know the names of some of the drinks? No. It was a homemade thing. It was like tiki moonshine. Yeah. What was your favorite tiki drink that you've had?
Well, we were just discussing what qualifies as a tiki drink versus a sophisticated cocktail. And I was thinking my latest favorite drink is a Sazerac, and he was saying his was a fog cutter, and we were saying, is that actually a tiki drink or not?
It's a nautical drink, a fog cutter.
Yeah, why not?
A Sazerac is a New Orleans drink, you know.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, thanks so much, y'all. Thanks for answering all my silly questions that I had for you, and we appreciate you being here this weekend. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'm Miss Tiki Oasis with Tiki TV, Tiki Oasis TV.